got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Hello, 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 everyone. I'm Mrs. Missy Ann, and welcome to my channel. Before we get started, please, while I'm saying please, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Right here while I'm telling you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And I would very much appreciate that. Okay, you guys, today, just a little, just trying to be a little funny, that's all. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about someone that I have not did a video on ever. And to be perfectly honest, it's Candy Burrs, and I do not want to be biased. So now I think I can. I'm sure. I'm definitely sure because I'm a pretty fair person. So I'm sure that I can be fair. And it took me a while to even pay any attention to this situation because at first, I was seeing a clip here and a clip there saying something about Kandi and Todd, but I didn't ever hear much. It would be just like a little small something. And so I'm like, nah, there must be some clickbait because everything I was seeing as far as the video, some of her Instagrams and her YouTube, she would have pictures of them together and what they were still doing together. And I'm like, are these new pictures? Because these people was talking like they're not getting along right now. So I just kept waiting and waiting. And then finally, more things was coming out and I was hearing more about it. And I'm like, this sounds like it might be true. So I'm going to check into this. And it was really a sad thing to see and hear that they were split up. But life has a way of changing things. And she said the true reason why, the last draw, I'm going to put it like that. The last draw before she filed for divorce was that she had found out that Todd had relationships with other women. Now, they had their own agreement that they could do the threesome thing, but there was to be no emotional contact at all. And that is exactly what has happened. She found that, and not just once he cheated, she found out he had been um, with multiple ladies. But it was this one, I guess he has been with more than the others. I can't remember what they said her name was, but so that was the break right there because that was their agreement not to get emotionally attached to any other, her no other man and him no other woman that they deal with together. So anyway, y'all, this is kind of a sad matter, and at first I didn't matter. At first I didn't want to cover it because I really like Todd, and I just really did think, and they did. They had a good life, Everybody's life don't even go as long as theirs did, and I'm sure when uh, they could not, they like Candy said, they got so busy that they could not or didn't have the time to spend together, that they were used to spending together. And eventually, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think when she took that part in the Shy and he actually seen some of the, I guess, parts of, what was coming out, what she was doing. And I could tell that it bothered him really, really bad because he knew men would be, even though they actually wouldn't be, there would be sex scenes, hot sex scenes. And I just felt like that bothered him from that point on because it just seemed to me after that it was just like they were just not getting along as well more and more. Most of the scenes we seen them, with them in their house, they were having problems or a little confrontation or discussing something that one of them didn't like. So I just believe when she went to the shy, that was because she was very busy. She was gone all the time. And then she's, taking the out of town, the tours, with the group. I just think that was really a lot. But she was doing what she felt like she needed to do. So, and he agreed to it. But I still liked Todd, and I didn't want him to get the short end of the stick. I just wanted him to have whatever was fair in the relationship. But there was one thing I do remember, because at first I said, I'm gonna be upset if he gets to get, just from running some type of game, because by then I'm thinking it could be anything. Um, I didn't want him to get anything that he wasn't supposed to get of hers, though. But if there was reasons why she should pay him a certain amount, then that is true also, because she did have him quit his job uh, before they would get married because she wanted him to be in Atlanta. But I'm thinking that everything he did while he was here, all his projects, she financed all of them, and I'm sure that was a pretty penny. She financed every business he took on. And I don't think any of them are surviving right now, are they? I don't know. But she's the one that funded him for every project that he had. And then I'm sure it's a lot of other things that she does that he doesn't play a part in financially. So that was just kind of, that's the only thing I was thinking. But I think if he should get part of whatever they made together. He should get half of that. But I don't think he should get any type of what do you call it, alimony or whatever, where she has to pay him money every month. I don't think he should get that if she funded all his businesses, and I'm almost sure she did fund every single business, all his little shows he tried to put on, and movies and whatever. But I think whatever they made together should be split right down the middle. But it was another thing. She was saying how the intimacy wasn't the same. And a lot of people think intimacy means sex. That is not intimacy. Intimacy is loving, touching, cuddling, just hugging, hugging them from the back, just whatever, touchy, feely, whatever. Look in your eyes and melt, you could. That's what intimacy is. Intimacy is just sitting there looking at a movie together, and with your head on your man's shoulder. That's intimacy. That's real feeling. Sex is can be just that, sex. Sex just to get what you do sex to get, and then that's all it is to it. But anyway, yeah, she said, when the intimacy is gone, then things really, if you don't work hard and take the time to keep it up, when that intimacy is gone, it's hard to get it back. You can get it back, but it's hard to get it back. And so they just had got so far because they never stopped being too busy. And so sadly, this is what happened to him. But everyone was trying to say, well, she this and she this, she don't have a chance and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? If I am not mistaken, way back before when they were first had the prenup and they was in the house and they was reading the prenup, when she got to one part, I don't know if anybody else caught it or not, but she said she read from there. We already know but she said it kind of under her voice. She didn't say it like she was reading everything else, and so she got to the one. I guess it said, what do you call it? If you're been caught cheating, if your spouse has evidence that you've been cheating. She said, so if cheating if it's ever any cheating, that's an automatic no. That's an automatic. You don't get nothing. So, I won't get none of his stuff, and he won't get none of mine. You know, if he cheats, he won't get none of my stuff. If I cheat, I won't get none of his money or whatever. So I remember her saying that, but the way she said it, it was like she really didn't want people to hear it. But she was reading and she said, "Oh no, this one right here, if it's in cheating, that's automatic." And so nobody else has ever said that, but I heard her say. I'm almost sure I heard her say it. If I could, I'm gonna see if I can find that episode when they talk about the. Matter of fact, she had wrote it out, and so she's reading what she wrote. So, but yeah, and if that's the case, I don't know what the law in is Atlanta, but a lot of states, if you are caught cheating and they have evidence of you cheating, then that's not a good deal for whoever cheats. Whoever cheats, that's not a good deal. So I don't know. That might be her saving grace if that's what I heard, but I'm almost sure I heard it. So anyway, you guys, I just went ahead and given you my opinion on her, and she is like one of my favorite people on the reality shows. And no, she is my favorite person on the reality shows. Let me just be honest. She is my favorite person on the reality shows. And I just felt a little crazy because I'm like, I haven't been made one video about her. And so because there's a lot to say about her. I keep up with everything she does, but I just don't ever really get on social media and talk about her. But anyway, you guys have a great hump day. That means you ain't got but 2 more days before. And tonight, when does the happy hour start? I forgot when that starts. That start on Thursday. Yeah, so this is hump day, and that's usually smooth sailing for the rest of the week. I will get back with you guys if I get any updates at all. And I'm going to try and remember to try and find that episode because I am almost sure that I heard her say something about cheating, and that would be an automatic. Okay, you guys, I'll see you on another day and have a good evening. Talk to you later. Bye bye.